Millions of people aspire for a job and they're successful in getting a job. I have aspired to live a life in love and grace and to, have a nice vacation all my life. And that's exactly what Lord Balaji has gifted me. Jai Balaji. Isn't it wonderful? Think about this for a moment. What is the use of life when you cannot be in those places and spaces where you love to be? But you will say, Karthik, the meaning of life is something else completely. It's struggle, it's about, commitments, it's about fulfilling obligations of family members, all enforced. As long as all of these things is there in your head, nothing, your well-being will be way, way, way away. When you don't think about this deeply, it will appear as if what I'm saying is a very selfish way of life. But let me ask you one question. When you are so depressed, or when you are living with so much of resentment, and you just constantly crib and complain with the so-called family members, isn't that a very, very, I would say it's a dirty way of life. You know how bad it feels, even for yourself, when you're living with so much of resentment. You know it more than me. You're doing a job that you don't like just because you have to fulfill certain obligations. Most of you have to travel in the traffic, feel suffocated. What's the use of all of that? Ladies and gentlemen, start taking accountability for your life. Nobody's going to do that for you. Choose a profession which is going to enable you joy. Don't keep taking forced responsibilities. If you're young, you're not married, think about, it. Think about this. You know, are you getting into a marriage just to have children and then torture them just like your parents have tortured you? Will you be in a position to, sit with them like this? Or will they be in a happy state to sit with you like this, watch a nice sunset, or, be near the ocean, have a gracious time, have access to wonderful views? Or are you bringing them because you have an idea that they will qualify into IIT, IIM, IPS, IAS, and you think that is the best life for them? They may not even consider that one. Think about it. Because if you, there's no area or no person who is going to force you or going to even suggest you to think in these lines. So you may think it's absolutely not necessary, and your brain will not even come to know about it. One of the greatest things which the society is largely afraid of is your freedom. Because the moment you start prioritizing your freedom, the society will go for a toss. All those fake pretensions and that guilt and that emotional baggages which are being stored will no longer have any consequence over you. You'll become a free man or a free woman. No society wants or can tolerate freedom. They need slaves, obedient slaves, fearful slaves who are just going to work without their personal interests. Whatever you think, you're doing is actually not your doing. It's actually you're being conditioned to do those things. Nobody in the sane mind would ever want to have a child in this world. No sane person would ever want to do that. Anybody who is interested to support their well being, who do not want to exploit any other life in the planet, would never ever bring another life in the planet. They'll be completely against marriage, against all forms of slavery. Think about it. This is your life. Don't waste it. Because the moment you waste it, I don't think you're going to get it back again. Have a great time. Stay blessed, stay energized. This is Karthik Poovanam. I'm a leadership coach, author, and travel explorer. Good day.